Does it work? Oh my goodness. For the longest time, I tried to get live, and for some reason, it didn't work. So here I am. Oh, yeah, I get a notification that I'm live. Like I don't know. Well, um, I have so much to tell you guys. I've been sick again. Excuse me. I tried to do my best this without coughing. Hi, Jody. Hi, sweetie. Um, so first, the live stream didn't work. I have no clue why. Second, I was sick again. I guess we had COVID, but not sure because we couldn't go and get a test and whatever. Then I had so much work to do that I didn't have time. Well, to keep a long story short, I'm still alive. I'm still doing what I love to do, thanks to you guys. And I have so many things to tell and show you. First of all, I have a new batch of dies that I designed for KS Craft next to me, and I will show them to you. Second of all, I want to show you a new 3D print file that I designed of a design that I found online. It was a free file. You could get it for free, but I wasn't happy. Let me show you. I still have my nasty craft mat in front of me, so I will do it like this because I'm a little bit ashamed of my craft mat. Hi, Francine. Hi, sweetie. So I found this little itty bitty book online. It was a free file. And you know, I always be open and honest to you guys. And to be honest, I have a lot of things to learn. Yes, I know I made a few pretty 3D printed files, but I'm still not up there with the big guys, if you know what I mean. I can design, but 3D is a whole different ball game. Well, it's a book box, and you can open it like this. And I thought it was fun. I printed it on my printer, and I had something like, "Oh, that's flimsy." I didn't like. Oh, let me see if I can show you the fact that you could squeeze it very easily. The walls were very thin. I was missing like oh, to me, left is right and right is left. Is because my video is mirrored. So sorry that I sometimes struggle, but I was missing a middle part here. So I looked closely at this design, and I was wondering if I would be able to make it, one, myself, design fully myself, and two, if I could make it more sturdy. Well, the answer is yes. I printed it in three colors. I thought it was fun to do summer colors, but this is one, way bigger. Second of all, let me first open it. The cover is way thicker, so it's more sturdy and it doesn't break, and it has that third piece in the middle. It was a little bit of a struggle, but I managed, and I was so proud at myself. So if you are looking for a fun 3D book print file, check out my Etsy shop. I will put the link in the description box later on. So that's one thing that I did in all the meantime that I wasn't live. So, second of all, and here I go again. I need to cough a lot when I talk a lot. So, excuse me if I cough. I do my best. I tried to film this yesterday, but five houses down that way, I'm pointing the right way, but on my camera, it's the other way. For you guys, that way. Um, they are installing new window frames. So if you hear some banging and sawing and other noises, it's five houses down the road. So that's how much noise they are making. Let me tilt my camera in advance. Excuse me for my craft mat. It's loved, let me tell you that. So I will tilt my camera so you can see what I'm doing. I will hold the dice up and I will take them out of the packaging if they want to cooperate. Casecraft, you use sturdy plastic bags. The first one is the bow die set. Hi Jenny, good morning. Oh my goodness, that's very early. It's 20 past 10 in the morning here. So yeah, we are about 5 hours apart. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Well, this is the first set that I made, and it's a double bow. Oh, it's so pretty put together. But as you know, time uh, is not is against me because I wished I had time to die cut them all and show them the full beauty of them. But for the people who follow Chaos Craft on YouTube or Instagram, you will see a lot of nice samples. Oh my goodness, take these off, people. I hate them. They always poke me. Well, the second set is this set. Let me tilt it a little bit because else it looks weird. But it's don't say it, don't say it. Oh, come on. I know the word. My English is getting rusty. Ladybug, of course. Hi, Monica. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for joining. So this is a ladybug, and this piece makes it possible to do the wings and the body part into a shaker. And I thought that was fun. So you have the option with only the wings, but you also have the shaker option inside. And yeah, I put in facial parts and other fun stuff to work with. And please stay tuned to the end because I have exciting news. It's not all done and dusted, but we are working very, very hard on it. Chaos Craft and I. So I will tell you all about that at the end. Oh, shoot. You know what? I'm not going to even struggle, but they are two sizes, and I love things like this because you can make a focal point or a, it's so versatile. Things like this, dice like this, yeah, they absolutely have my how do you say that? They are my favorite. I'm not sure. Well, that rusty English of mine. I need to do more. Need to do more often videos so I don't get so rusty. See, in those pokey bits. Oh, shoot, I ate them. Well, see, I can't even take it off with my bare hands. Need to get my pliers. And even those don't want to cooperate. But pliers always work. So, this is. And forgive me, I made them a long time ago, so I have to look myself too. But this says cabochons. This says washi. This one says stamps and paper clips. Paper clips. Doilies, bows, trim, and the other one is flowers. So I think for us as crafters, a perfect set. Um, Always usable on your projects and stuff like that. Then the next one is one that I was asked to make, and I'm not fully sure that I say it correct, but let me see if they put the name on it for me to sneak peek. No, what was it called? Something with file. Well, you have to look. I will put the link, the special link to this one because I can't remember the name. But it makes a very cute, like fold up and fold sideways and fold down card system. That's what it's called. I know how to design it, but to explain is an all different game. I never heard of it before I designed one. So, and then I designed these peeps because it's almost Easter and I know you guys like the peeps. And this die, let me first take off that nasty thing that always pokes me. This die, you will notice if you buy the die set that the edge of this die doesn't cut. Only the inside piece cuts. And I did that on purpose. This way you can align it way better in the biggest shape of the peeps. And you can do like shaker things into the belly of the peeps. Chicken? Do you call it a chicken? Not sure. Well, just so you know why that maybe to you weird piece is inside and it doesn't cut on the outer edge. This one, I think most of you guys just purchased those dice. Can't wait to get them. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate that a lot. And as I said, please stay to the end if you're able to, because I have some exciting news for the people who love my designs. Then this set, it's a big set, but this set, oh, sorry. Let me tilt my camera a little bit more so you can see it way better. But this set creates a 3D book. I know it doesn't look like it, but trust me, it creates a 3D book. And this book is so amazing. It has a drawer inside and it's so fun. I will see if I can put all the individual links in the description box later on. But I had fun making it, and when I saw it assembled, I had something like, oh, it's even cooler than I thought it was. And this is a butterfly mini album. And I made some indents or markings, however you want to call them, in the wings. So when you die cut it, you get the real effect of, that the wings are having a little bit of texture. Did you know that texture is a hard word for me to pronounce? Texture. And this is also a very big die set. And in this die set, you will find all these pieces. This is the roof piece, the one that I have here. These are this you have to cut twice for the sides. This you have to cut twice for the front and the back panel. And this is your bottom piece. And inside, I don't know if you can see, but I had the fun idea to do those little tiny paper bags. And I thought that was a fun die to have, because if you have this die set, these paper bags would make such a lovely gifts in all boxes and mini albums. You could even make a little tiny pocket into a mini album. So I thought to put in two. So if you want to die cut a load of them, you won't have to do them one by one. And I even put in a lollipop and some decorative elements. I always like to fill up the dice just so you get the most out of the metal you buy. Then the next one is, let me see if I can take this out. Oh, no, I'm not going to even bother, because then I'm struggling to get it back in. But this makes a 3D, like those summer, how do you call that? Woven bags, beach bags. I'm not sure how you call them precisely, but yeah, that's what it makes. And I've added extra circles to be able to decorate it. I added a label. This is the bottom piece of the bag that you see here, and it turned out so cute. It's really giving you, when you put it together, it's really giving you beach vibes. Well, this is a bag like that too, but just a little bit bigger. So I had to do the sides individually. So this is a smaller one and this is a larger version of it. And then last but not least, This is a bird cage. Bird cage. Excuse me, but if you die cut this twice, glue the bottom part onto the circle and then connect a thread to all the holes, and you push all the paper down, it will make the dome of the bird cage. It's so fun. And I've seen a lot of very cool um, samples with this, made with this already. So these are the dies that I designed for Case Craft for the month of March. Yeah, I have to say that correctly. But for the month of March. And yeah, they are now available on AliExpress. And if I don't forget, I will put all the individual links in there too. I know I put a link into the description box already, but that's an overall link. My book die just arrived. I have so many ideas. Oh, I can't wait. What butterfly is my favorite? Oh, that butterfly is my favorite. Looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, and there was one more butterfly inside. Sorry for my ugly desk mat. I know. But there was one more. Let me see if I can grab it. And that's one of my personal favorite. And that brings, it's a good bridge to what I wanted to tell you, the exciting news that I want to tell you. But I personally like dice like this, very detailed, very intricate, very, it gives like a romantic vibe. And let me tilt my camera so I can look to you guys. Yes. Every time I go live, I get, well, not every time, that's a lie, but most of the times that I go live, I get comments on the wall behind me. Let me turn my camera a little bit. And then especially to all the dice that more are on the lower side of this side of the cabinet. Years ago, when I started paper crafting, and I will try to not make this a long story, but I have to explain so you guys understand where this is going. Those dice that you see there are from a company called Magnolia. It's a company, if I'm not mistaken, from, I'm always mixing them up, Sweden or Switzerland? Sweden. Yeah. A European company. And the vibes of their dice I always loved so much. Um, Let me see if I have my sweatpants on, so I didn't want to stand up. But you know what? Let me see if I can show you. Um, so these are not designs I made. Let me be very clear on that. But I absolutely love them, and I was always wanting to pay that extra money to get them. So this is the company logo. Oh, sorry for the glare. And they make very stunning die sets with loads of details, little flowers, little swirls. This is a back topper, and this front one too is also a back topper. It's a fence with grass and a little flower and a little leaf. And this is a leaf set. What's behind the leaf set? Oh, another leaf set. And this one is a teeny tiny, you wouldn't believe how tiny, I will put my finger next to it, but a teeny tiny back topper with a heart die and a little flag. I always loved their style. I loved their details in the dies. And when I started designing dies, I had something like, I want to put those details in the die designs that I make too. For the longest time, I was wanting to, how do I explain this? Do like a mystery bundle where I put in a certain size as many dice as I could, but in as detailed as I could, and dice I personally would love. I think, and maybe I'm going out of line here by saying something nice about my own work, but um, because I think it's very important to stay humble. So, but I think I earned enough credits and showed you enough what I'm capable of designing that I now felt comfortable. Okay, enough to start a mystery bundle myself. The mystery bundles I normally bought from Magnolia, the company. I know you all will be shocked at what I paid for those, but would cost about $63 without shipping. So I think you need to add about $10 to $12 for shipping. So that makes it $75. For that $75, you would get about, let's say, between 15 and 23 dies. You can look this up on their website. They are called doohickey grab boxes or something like that. They are a mystery. You don't know what's inside. And that's what you pay, roughly $75, including shipping. And the last time I did that, I was a little bit disappointed because I only got this. So this is not a die set that I designed. Let me be very clear. This is also a die set from Magnolia, but I got this, and I had something like $75 for this. Hmm. Now I'm so experienced in dies and how they are made and what they cost and shipping cost and packaging cost and all that fun stuff. I know why, but to me, it wasn't worth the $75. I absolutely love them. Did not use them yet because I didn't have time. But yesterday I finished my first, and I'm calling them Doodle Designs Volume 1. I finished the designs, and in the set, that set will be, and I cut a piece of paper, just a scrap piece of paper in the size, so you have an idea on how big they will be. And I will put the other die set on here, but they will be as big as this plate. We are now figuring out what it would cost production wise, packaging, because I want to make sure that we get fun packaging. And well, let me say it like this: if we have all the dots on the i's, and if we have everything figured out, because we are now looking if it's possible to put them on AliExpress. The reason why is because I hate if you guys have to pay so much for shipping. If I would let them come to here, I have to pay custom fees, I have to pay taxes, I have to buy all the packaging, the extra packaging, custom fees, and that stuff on the packaging too. It would make it so costly. So what I did is I asked Casecraft to investigate if it's possible that I put them on AliExpress. You can buy them there, and Casecraft will ship them out to you guys. And then shipping would be like $5 or $6. So it would cost cut the shipping cost in a quarter of the price. And I had something like, yeah, that's something I wanted to do. And we're now investigating if it's possible through AliExpress or maybe another website. It's all, like we say in the Netherlands, still in his baby shoes. It means like we're still yeah, need to finish a few details, but I'm so super excited because my first set will be a shabby chic one. So if you're a shabby chic lover, stay tuned. I'm not fully set on what price I would have to ask you guys, um, but at least half of what I just said. I think between 30 and $35. And maybe we could put even free shipping inside that 30 $35. But like I said, I'm always open and honest. I need to figure the numbers out because, yeah, I have to pay my taxes. I have to pay the pretty packaging. I have to pay manufacturing costs, all that fun stuff. But in the set will be 29 dies. I counted them this morning 17 times to make sure I didn't say things that weren't true. So that sounds so exciting. I hope it works out. Me too, Jody. I really truly hope, because I think I have this idea already in my head for the last 3, 4 years to do it. But I need to felt confident inside enough that you guys would trust me selling you guys a mystery bundle. What I also did, and I will read your comments in a few seconds. What I also did, I made a promo, like, it's not a sticker, but like a poster, promo poster. On that poster are a few sneak peeks of what's inside the set. Not all the dice, but I had something like, let me give you guys a tiny sneak peek of what's inside. And the reason why I do them in mystery boxes, there are two reasons. Two, I really like to give you guys a surprise. And the biggest reason why I do this is, and I think you guys noticed this a lot in videos for people that I design for, they put stickers on it, they put, uh, well, they try to cover the dies as best they can, but still you can find them on AliExpress. The designs are stolen. And I don't want these exclusive dies that I designed be stolen. So in order to protect my work, to make sure you get a limited edition die set and it will not be sold on AliExpress, a knockoff, decided to do it in a mystery box. If you don't trust me, if you think, well, I'm not willing to pay that amount for something I can't see, I totally get you. But I hope you get my point of view too, that I don't want these to be stolen. And the last thing that I wanted to say, and that's also oak. Oak means also in Dutch. So my brain is going back and forth. It's very. Oh, shoot. Now I lost what I wanted to say. Oh, let me think. Oh, they will be up for pre order only 2 weeks. And that 2 week period of time, you have time to order them. After that, they will never come back. So it's really limited edition, and it will only be produced after you bought this, because, yeah, it takes so much money to invest. And all in all, I think it's fun, it's exciting, but as you know, I always want to tell you guys the ins and outs about all the pros and cons. Thank you, Jenny. There are you, my friend. Hi, crafty lady. So glad to cut you live. Yes, 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 let's go. Mystery boxes are great. Who doesn't like a surprise? Yeah, that's my opinion too, Jenny. But I can understand that people don't want to pay that kind of money for something they can't see. And I don't blame them, but I hope that in over the years I build enough credits for people to have the guts to invest in it. That's the only thing I can say. I want to let the choice, I want, no, how do you say, wait a minute. I want people to be free of choice and don't feel forced. I'm not a person who says, "Oh, you have to buy this. This has to be in your stash. You can't live without." That's not the way I am. I offer something, you can buy it, and if you like it, you make me happy. That's it. It's as simple as that. Hi, Scrap for Life. Hi, sweetie. I missed the beginning. How much are they going to charge for the mystery box? Well, don't uh, put me on the spot if it changes. We are still investigating all costs. So, cost of the dice. I want to explain if you guys want to listen how costs are figured out. I want to explain to you guys. So, let me know. But we are thinking between $30 and $35. We're not sure if that's including shipping, but shipping would be, if we are able to sell them on AliExpress, around $5. Um, but maybe it's including shipping. That's also something we have to figure out. So 30, $35, and you get 29 dice for that money. And it's a limited edition. After 2 weeks, you can't order them anymore. We will produce what's ordered, and that's it. And if all goes well, I'm going to do 4 sets a year. So 4 times a year, I'm going to do a mystery set like that. Thank you. Jenny, if we have put all the dots on the i's and we have all ducks in a row, uh, I will do a new live stream and I will show you the poster that I made and I will tell all the details. But I'm so excited that I couldn't resist telling you what we are working on. So I hope you forgive me. Dice. I don't know if you guys want to know, but I want to explain how dice are priced. Let me see if I can find a good sample. I think um, maybe this is a good example. Okay. And I will do my best to explain it the best way I can. If I design a die, let's take this die, and this part wouldn't be in there. This inner part would be etched away completely. So they start off with a big plate of metal. That metal plate goes through the machines. Thank you, Jenny. I really, truly appreciate that. Well, that big plate, what they do is they let's say this is a die that I want them to produce. They are going to see how many times that die fits into that one big plate. Then the plate has a standard cost. So if I can only put 3 inside one plate, it would make this die more expensive. If I would be able to uh, take 15 out of one plate, it would make a die set cheaper. If I, as a designer, do not fill up these empty spaces, let me take this out so I can explain to you in a better way. First, take off this pokey bit because we don't need any blood around here. If they would produce a die set like this in factories, what they do is if they get an order from another company and that order contains, like, for instance, a little die set like this, and the die set fits inside somehow inside my die set, what they do, they will produce it like this. So I pay for this outer size and how many times it fits in that plate. The inside is free. So what they do is they produce this like me for me. I have to pay a full price with a little reduction because they were able to put this inside. So then they can sell this to the other customer and this to me. That's how it works. But if I design something like this, where everything is filled up, let me put this behind it so you can see better. I have to pay a little extra because they can't use the inner uh, hole. And so it makes a die set a little bit more expensive. So every price of a die set always depends on how much can they take out of a plate, and are the inside filled, and can we fill it up with another customer's order, and then you get a discount. If that's not possible, you have to pay more. So the die set that I'm going to release, or thinking about releasing, is the size of this sheet of paper. Um, and it will have all kinds of, how do I explain this? I think it's better for me to explain when all ducks are in a row. But it will have items like this, like little flowers, little leaves, brackets for that go onto boxes. Um, what else? Like a very pretty ribbon dies. That's in the first set because that set is called Shabby Chic. I'm thinking about making the second set as well in advance. I'm not set in a theme yet because I also have to see if my first set will sell, my first mystery set. So it's not this one. This is one from Magnolia. This is purely an example of how big the set will be, and you will get 29 dice in that set. So I filled up every little last gap that was there. So um, yeah, that's how costs of a die set are calculated, and that's why I sometimes have to pay more. And if I want to have like a pretty packaging, I have to pay more. Sometimes I don't know if you guys recall, but once I had stencils, and it was very odd because they I was stuck to an MOQ of 100, and for me 100 is a lot. Um, and I paid like $1, let's say $2 a stencil. That was my price, or the quote they gave to me. But if I wanted to get only 50, I needed to pay $4 per stencil. So for me, it's also interesting from a seller's point of view to order way more because the price goes way down. Um, so yeah, that's something we have to calculate. I don't know, but my estimate 30, 35, maybe with or without shipping. We have to see. I will let you guys know because I'm super excited. I can't wait to show you the full set. Even I don't have it. I just finished drawing it, but it will be a shabby chic one this time. And the next team, if you have any suggestion for a mystery bundle, excuse me, that you would like me to design, please send me your suggestions because sometimes even my brain can use a little help with ideas. That would be nice. I do need. No, no, no. I know, Jenny, and it won't be a very fancy one. I asked if it would be possible, just so you know, to do a nice sturdy paper envelope, so no plastic, paper envelope, and with a print on it from the poster I designed. So it won't be a very fancy packaging, but at least I want to make it feel a little bit more luxurious than a plastic bag, if you know what I mean. So, paper envelope is what I asked, and they are now investigating quotes for that and see what that costs. Most of the time, it's not so expensive, but we have to figure that out. I can't wait to see it almost cheaper than a dozen eggs and dyes. Oh, yeah, that's true, Jody. That's true. Thank you all for being so excited with me. That's a pick me upper because yesterday I sure could use a pick me upper because I was so down. I had something like I do my best and all I get back is people that complain and uh, they see bears on the road and humps and bumps. Just I needed some positive energy. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, I noticed that eggs in America are getting very, very expensive. I don't know if one of you follows her, but I follow her for now 17 years. It's Judy's Life on uh, YouTube. And forget them, we're here for you. Ah, thank you, Jenny. Sometimes I truly want to vent with you about all things that happened, and then I'm like, oh, Nicole, you need to shut your mouth. But it does sometimes get to me. It's not always fun and roses and Hmm. Well, I still enjoy my job sometimes, and sometimes not. But yeah, I follow Judy. We know we love you, Nicole. Thank you. But I follow it's Judy time, and her husband is full into cooking, and so he sometimes takes his vlog camera into the grocery stores, and I was like, "Do you guys have to pay that for eggs?" Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's weird. And yesterday on our news was that they um how do you say that? Injected the first chickens with something that prohibits them from getting the bird flu, something like that. Oh well, I'm not going to go in there, but just so you know, complainers always seem to stick the most in our heads. It's sad. A lot of us love and support you. Ah, that's sweet, Jody, and I know you do. I absolutely know you do. But sometimes it's hard to pick yourself up after you get, oh, could you do this for me? And could you do this for me? And oh no, that's not what I meant. Then I have something like, why aren't you more clear up front? How do I explain this? If you ask me to design something and you're not fully into the details, I have to fill in the question marks. And I do that based on what you previously asked me to do or put in. And I tried to do my best to fill in those blanks. Because sometimes I ask, what size or what do you want me to do with this? And then it takes days for them to answer. So I fill in those blanks and then they come to me, oh no, I want this. Oh, and then I have to start all over while I already invested 4 hours into the one that I made. So yeah, those things sometimes frustrates. I got you back. Oh, I know, sweetie, I know, and Jody too. Jenny, we will get the same items if I order more. Will we get the same items? Yes. You mean from the mystery die set? Yes. There is at this moment only one set, volume one. But I'm going to do them 4 times a year. If they are a huge success, Maybe I will go to 6 times a year, but I want to keep them special. I want to. That's also a dot I have to figure out. But for now, four is in my brain. So yes, if you order two, you will get two of the same exact same sets. There is nothing. There is not a set A, B, or C, or D, or whatever. They need to be more clear and consistent about what they are asking you to do. Oh, trust me, I can tell you stories. You are not a mind reader. Oh, if they want something from you, then they need to be more clear at the beginning. No, two times a year. What do you mean with that, Jenny? Only 2 times a year, or I'm not sure. Maybe you can let me know. But sometimes I get, okay, how does this work? Uh, sometimes. Okay, I know you guys maybe don't see the problem at first glance, but then I'm they sent me, let me say, a picture of a tree, and they say, "Oh, I want a teddy bear that's resting on the side of the tree, and I want a car to go with that, and I want uh, well, all kinds of things." But the tree is only 2 inches high because it needs to fit on an A2 size card. Then I think, okay, I could make a car, but the smaller the car needs to be compared to the tree. If the tree is only 2 inches high, that car would be like this. It can't have a functional door. So then I make the car. I sent the drawings to the person that did the request, and they say, shoot. Sorry. I need to have a functional door. And then I think, okay, but don't you see that that's not possible in such a tiny car? So then I'm frustrating because I already spent so much time to make the car as detailed as I could inside that maybe 1 inch that I have to work in. And then I have to start all over. Then I say, well, maybe you could make the tree a slightly a bit taller, so I could make the car a bit taller and give it a functional door. So that's sometimes what I have to deal with. Not all, because trust me, there are other things too, but I can't vent them on the internet. No, two a year, more mystery boxes. Um, yeah, I'm thinking now about four times a year. I think that's a good one, but maybe, like I said, if they are a huge success and if loads of people buy them, I am willing to and look into the prices if it can go down a little bit, and if I can do six a year. But I don't want to do 12 a year. I just don't want to do that. You guys get hit by so many new designs, and already that I want to give people a breather, because these that I'm going to, well, thinking about releasing, because it's not set in stone yet. Uh, I want to keep them affordable, reasonably priced, and um, accessible for people with a smaller wallet too. That's how we say it in the Netherlands. If you don't have a lot of money to spend, we say you have a smaller wallet. And trust me, I have those times too. Despite the fact that I do design work, it's not all. I'm not a millionaire, if you know what I mean. But I enjoy it a lot, and I'm very blessed and very grateful to have you guys, and I will never ever forget that. But yeah, I have my down moments too, that I think, Oh, why, people? Why are you making my life so hard? Please say these things up front. It saves me so much work. Uh, or they ask me to make things that I think, oh my goodness, how on earth? Um, for instance, I now know she is going to make them into a stamp set, but she asked me to make a very tiny animal. I don't know if she released it yet, so I want to be respectful. But she asked me to make a tiny animal, like 1.5 inch, with all kinds of clothing. And I was like, uh, that's not possible into dice. And then you have to bring the bad news. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to stop this live stream. I hope you guys don't mind. Spread the word of the mystery die sets if you can. As soon, and that's a promise from me, as soon as I know details like the exact price, where you can buy them, the links, I will let you guys know. But yeah, I think it takes another few days for us to have everything done and dusted. So it gives us time to save up in between. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Bye. Bye, sweeties. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for always your support and your sweet messages, the cares, the fact that you buy my designs. I truly, up until this day, still value that a lot. I don't take that for granted because I know there are some people out there that say, well, she's not a brand. And I don't blame them. I, I just want to make fun guys. That's all I want. And come up with exciting new things and not a billion of the same dice. That's what I'm always trying to aim for, but it's getting harder, I can tell. Have a blessed day to all of you. A big kiss. And as promised, I will update you as soon as I know more. And then I also will show you the poster. So, bye, sweeties.